Susan, can I talk to you for a second? What? My friends are having a party for me because I'm getting married. I'm busy with that. Well, I'll make it quick then. Susan, you went into my room again without asking me. What's wrong with going into your room? It's not your house, so don't act like it is. It's not my house, but you come home every once in a while and check my room. Not only checking my room, but taking clothes and accessories every time. You haven't even returned the bag you took the other day. I bought that bag as a reward for myself, and it cost over $1,000. Huh? That bag was that expensive? I'm sorry, I had no idea. I used it on a rainy day and got all wet. I thought maybe it was no good anymore, so I threw it away. What? You threw it away? You'll have to pay for it. Pay for it? I don't have any savings. I'm sorry I threw it away, but I didn't do it on purpose. You don't feel bad at all, do you? You can't just say I'm sorry. What? I said I'm sorry, but you can't forgive me? You're mean. I've only used it once. Shut up! If you don't want me to come into your room, why don't you just get the hell out of the house? What? How long are you going to stay in my parents' house? I don't mean to. It's my parents' house too. Oh, wow. You really think so? What? Susan? That house is not your parents' house. It's my parents' house where I lived with my mom and dad, whom I love very much. And then Mom got sick and died. I don't know why my dad married that woman just because he was lonely. My mom is the one in heaven. I don't even consider that woman my mother. I don't even consider you my sister who she gave birth to. I knew you didn't like me, but I didn't think you thought of me that way. After all, she cheated on Dad and went off with another guy. She's a real bitch. What? Cheating? Mom never cheated on him. Shut up! I know she did. I saw that woman cheating. That can't be true. You just should have left with your mom, but you are still there because Dad is nice. What a nerve. Thanks to Dad, you're able to live in that home. Stop making such a silly complaint just because I come into your room. You were not making sense. Anyway, I won't pay for the bag. Why don't you just lock the room? You're the one who's complaining. There's no lock in my room to begin with. Why don't you leave the house? How long are you going to stay there? You're just trying to save money on rent, aren't you? You're so lucky to be able to save money on rent and spend it on your own. I'm not living at home to save money on rent. If I leave home, Dad will be on his own, right? I do all the housework, and it's better for me to be there to take care of the living expenses too. Or are you going to pay for our living expenses? Are you stupid? I don't work. And I told you earlier that I don't have any savings, right? How am I supposed to pay for it? Dad feeds you, but you talk like you're the one taking care of him. Seriously? You're out of your mind. Maybe I should live in that house after I get married. Then I can kick you out? Susan, are you serious? Of course I am. I'll talk to my boyfriend right away. See you later. Hey, you took my clothes too. Make sure you return them. Susan, come on. Did you get the wedding invitation I sent you? Yes, I did. I marked attendance and sent it back today. Wow! In a way, it's amazing that you still want to come to the wedding even after all the sarcasm I've been giving you. I knew you were being sarcastic. Yes, because I don't like you. You're a hard ass at best, and you're dumb at worst. I know you don't like me, but even though we are half-sisters, we are family. That's why you invited me, right? You're really an airhead, aren't you? Well, okay. I'll leave it at that. I have a surprise for you on the wedding day, so look forward to it. What surprise? I don't need that. I'm planning this for you. Don't say that. I'm worried. Also, I'm excited about your wedding gift. I didn't want to compromise on the wedding venue, so I picked a nice place. If we don't get enough money from our guests, we'll be in the red. I don't think you should rely on money gift. Huh? What did you say? Never mind. I'm looking forward to the wedding then. Also, I have one more important thing to tell you today. Important? What's going on? We are thinking of living with Dad after we get married. I told you before, didn't I? I told my boyfriend about it, and he agreed, saying it would be great not to have to pay rent. So we want to move in. But you're in the way. What? Did you really mean what you said? Of course I did. Why would I lie about something like that? Can you support your father? And have you talked to him about it? Huh? Why should we support him? He should support us. I haven't talked to Dad about it yet, though. Of course he'd rather live with us than with that woman's daughter. Well, Susan, I think I explained it to you the other day. Mom was never unfaithful. It's your fault that she left. Huh? Was it my fault? You are talking nonsense. You're pissing me off. Well, I'm just telling the truth. Okay, now go ahead and get ready to move out. Enjoy the few remaining hours you have with Dad. Susan, what's going on? I just got to the wedding venue and the staff told me to leave. Because there was no seat for me. What the hell is going on? Surprised? Yay! What? This is what you meant, surprise? That's what I meant. Why aren't you letting me in? You gave me an invitation card. Because it would have been more shocking if you got all dressed up and couldn't attend than if you hadn't been invited in the first place, right? Why did you go that far? It's obvious. Because I hate you. I don't even consider you my family. You're a stranger, so get the hell out. Okay then, I'll cut you off. What? Because you don't like me, right? You don't even want me to be at your wedding. I'm just a stranger, right? That's why I said I'm cutting you off. Is there a problem? Not at all. I'm just a little surprised that you accepted so easily. This is great. You don't even get to live in that house starting today. What? What do you mean? I told you 2 months ago, didn't I? We are going to live in that house when we get married. And yet, you didn't seem to start packing at all. So today, I asked a friend of my husband's to go to the house and move all your stuff out. And he's going to put our stuff inside. What? Does our father know about that? I didn't tell him. You know, you can't let a stranger into a house without telling our father or me. You are committing a crime. That's rude. I'm a family member too. I give my permission to let his friend in, so it can't be a crime. You can't be serious. Why didn't you tell your father? Because if he disagreed, it would have ruined my plans. But I did tell him a while ago that I wanted to live with him. What did he say? He said he's living with Janet, so he doesn't want me to move in. Susan, he's already against it. But I think Dad would be absolutely delighted once we start living together. So, where are you going to move my stuff? I've rented a storage temporarily. I'll put it there for you. I'm so sweet, aren't I? Since we are cutting ties, take it as a final parting gift. But you have to decide where you're going to move to within a month and get it out. I won't pay for more than a month. You're so selfish. I have an idea. What can you do? Well, let's see what you can do. I'm looking forward to it. Janet, what the hell are you doing? You brainwashed my dad. What the hell did you say to him? Dad has decided to put the house on the market. He's going to live in a new house with you and your mom. So I need you to move your stuff somewhere else by the end of the week. Of course, I protested, but he said I put the stuff in the house without telling him. He also said, if you don't take it out by the end of the week, I'm going to turn you and your friends into the police. I can't believe you said that to me. You orchestrated the whole thing, didn't you? Don't say I orchestrated, will you? It's your fault for moving in without permission and kicking me out. Hey, what do you mean she's moving in with you? I asked my dad if he was still in contact with that woman. I also said, I won't allow you to have any contact with that unfaithful woman. He got really angry for some reason and wouldn't even talk to me. You know, I've explained this to you many times. Mom was not cheating. I heard that, but how can I believe that? I saw it. When she left this house, a man close to her age came to pick her up in front of the house. Normally, a cheater wouldn't come to the front door of the house without hesitation. I always hated that woman. From that day on, I decided I would never forgive her. That man is my mother's brother. What? You were so cold and rude to her. That's why she got sick. What? That woman? Yes. After talking it over with our father, they decided it would be better to place some distance between you two. So she decided to stay at my uncle's house. Mom said she could take the train to get there. But my uncle was worried that she has a mental illness and can't travel a long distance, so he came to pick her up. It was your fault, and yet you'd mistake it for cheating. I'm sorry I misunderstood. Then why didn't you just say so? He doesn't have to sell the house. I'm going to be nice to that woman, or your mother. I want to live with them, the four of us. You know, Mom has been undergoing treatment, and she is finally getting better. I will never allow her to live with you. Huh? Why do you say that? Susan, can you support Mom and Dad? What are you talking about? Dad should support me. I don't know what you mean by support them. You don't know anything. Dad hurt his back a few years ago. He quit his job then because he thought he was too old. What? I didn't know that. When you came to visit, he said he told you about it. What? You are so selfish. You never listened to anyone else. Then how can he move into a new house? He can't sell that old house at a good price, can he? Your mom doesn't have much savings, does she? She has been sick. I think I told you that I do all the housework and pay the bills. You weren't listening then either, were you? I think you did, but I don't believe you. I thought Dad was supporting you. Is it really true that you're the one who's supporting him? How can you afford to buy brand name bags and pay the bills? You're a regular office worker, right? I used to be. I wanted to make a lot of money, so I had a side job for a long time. I was always good at computers. I've been making apps for fun since I was a student. After I started working, I turned it into a side job. But the apps became so popular that I couldn't keep up with it. I took the plunge and quit my day job to start my own business. Thankfully, I had a clientele to begin with, so I was able to get off the ground right away. Now I make about $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year? You do? That's right. That's why I was paying all the bills. I was also sending money to my mother. She couldn't just live in my uncle's house for free. I can work from home so my hours are flexible, so I do all the housework. I can't make her father do it because he has a sore back. So you're paying for the new house? Yes. You seem to think I'm wasting money. I only treat myself when I get a big job. I've always wanted a house, and I've been working hard to save for one. My parents' house is getting old, and I always wanted to build a house for them. I decided to take this opportunity to build a barrier-free house. Luckily, my parents' house is old, but the land is big and is in a good location. We could sell it for a good price. When I told my uncle about the situation, he said that until the house is built, he would let me and my father live with him. I took him up on his offer and decided to stay with him until the house is built. So we're putting the house on the market. So please get your stuff out of there, as Dad says. Oh no! Then what are we supposed to do? Well, you're still young. Why don't you work? Oh no! I don't want to work. And my husband is good looking, but his salary is low. That's why I wanted my dad to take care of us. We're old enough to take care of our parents, and you still want them to support you? When the house is finished, let us live there. I think it would be fun if the 5 of us lived together. No, thank you. We've already broken off our relationship, haven't we? But you're being too self-serving. Dad says he doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. Even if the house is finished, I won't tell you where it is. Oh no! I'm sorry. I apologize. From now on, let's be sisters and get along. I don't want to, because you are a half-sister. That is, a stranger. I just repeated what you told me before. Bye. Janet! Don't call us strangers! We're sisters! My father and I blocked my sister's contact information. After that, I also changed my cell phone number so that she could never contact me. But I don't know how she found out. She learned my uncle's address and came inside the apartment. However, his apartment has a good security system. My sister, who was acting suspiciously, got caught by the supervisor. She was calling me and my father's name repeatedly, and the superintendent contacted me. I explained the situation and told him to ask her to leave as we are strangers now. I also told him that if she didn't leave, he could call the police. My sister got disappointed and left the apartment. My mother is in good shape because my sweet uncle took care of her. I was really relieved to see her as the cheerful and kind mother she used to be. Next month, our house will finally be completed. I can't wait. I'm planning to have my uncle, who has been so kind to us, come visit us. I still want to take good care of my mother and father, so I want to continue to work hard and earn money. I am secretly planning to go on a family vacation with them.